Alright YouTube, welcome back to part 2 of this product. So again, if you saw part 1, you saw me going through this product, introducing what's in the box and whatnot. So in this video, we will try and build this kit and see how it works. Okay, so let's start building. We're going to put the body aside. We can start decorating the body after we assemble the chassis. So let's build the chassis first. Let's take everything out, everything that we need at least. And this goes back. The instructions is online. Again, I talk about it in part 1 and I have it in my monitor. I'm looking at it right now. So let's see how long it would take to build this. I think it's going to be a quick one, seeing how everything is relatively easy. Okay, so I'm looking at step 1. It's asking me to take these motors and kind of bend the terminals forward or upwards, because I assume when it touches the board it needs to have more contact. So I believe that's why it's asking me to kind of tilt the terminals upward a little bit. But it provides one of these cheapo screwdrivers. I have a lot of this. It's very cheap, not very durable. It's usually used and throw away type screwdrivers. It does the job. So all 3 motors already have the gears, pinion gears, I think, already installed. I assume that they are all the same. There's no mention of anything different, so I would just assume that they are all the same. So the next steps are really weird. It asked me to place this felt. I think it's like a felt material. So it has a sticky pad at the bottom, and then the front is, it feels like this rubberized felt material. So it's asking me to stick this on the top of the motor like this. Yeah, so do it for all 3 motors. Right, this is step 2, and third step would be to install the wheels. So one of these drive shaft thingies, and then we insert the wheels. I think there is no front or back, it's just the same size. Squeeze it in. Okay, and then we will do the front wheels. Squeeze it in, squeeze it in. Ouch. Okay. If you squeeze too hard, it kind of pops through this direction. What I want to do is just to make sure that the length is both correct, and as you can see, if I press too hard, it pops out from here. Ouch. Okay, we've done the wheels, and then we find a gear that has next steps. All look the same to me. So I'm looking at the instructions, and the instructions is telling me to look for one of these gears that has a circle at the top, right? There's a circle at the top here. So the instruction is asking me to find one of these gears with a circle on the top, but you can see that all three of these gears here looks exactly the same. There's no marking, there's no circle that I can find, so I'm not sure. Should I assume again that they are all the same? Let me check. Oh yeah, it's the same. Item number 8. So it's asking me to insert some washers. That's what I'm doing. So insert the washer. Not sure if you can see it. It's so tiny. So this is what it's asking me to do. Insert the washer this direction. This way. There's quite a lot of play. Moves about quite a lot. I'm not sure if that's gonna do anything. This goes here like this. The other two goes this. This. Okay, so the bars actually snap into place, so there's still a lot of play around, so I'm not sure how well it's going to stay together. You can see, you can kind of hear them shaking, and it's going to come out of place if it shakes a lot, so we'll see how it stays together. So the next step is just placing in the motor. So it just sits there, I assume, like this. So it's here. Then the next step would be to put in the main board. So the board goes in facing downwards. So if you look at the board, right, you can see these gold copper pads right here. These copper points will interact with the motor connection mounts right here. So if you place the board down like so, it should line up with the motors. Okay. And then we just place the battery pack. And then I'm just connecting the power supply. So it should be done. See, already I spot some problems. The gears have, the wheels have a lot of play in them, right? And it doesn't line up with the gears if it moves around too much. Okay, so what I did here was to squeeze the wheels a bit more so that there's no more play, right? So it doesn't slide anymore for this axis, and then for these wheels I kind of squeeze it a little bit more so that it doesn't have any more play as well. So same as this one. So now there's no more play, so the gears have better connection. And basically this is it. This is what you're supposed to do. It's all done. Now the next step actually is it's asking me to grease up the gears, right? So there's a packet of grease here, and to grease up the gears, I'm probably going to skip this step because seeing how all the gears are being exposed, I assume that it's just going to collect dust and hair and everything. It's going to be very hard to clean. I'm just going to leave it dry without grease for now and see how it performs. If it's not performing very well, then maybe I would decide to grease it up a bit, but as of now I'm just gonna leave it as it is. So this is the chassis done. Actually there's only 5 steps and it's done. There's no suspension mechanism, no steering mechanism, nothing, right? So I can tell that I'm not sure if this is the back or this is the front, but this axis basically runs by one of these motors. So this motor controls both these wheels, and then for these wheels the individual motor controls these wheels. So I assume it's like a tank drive where this will spin in different speeds or direction to kind of make the car turn or drift. So I'm not sure if this is the front or this is the back wheels, so how it's going to drift and all that, I'm not sure. It will be interesting to kind of see how it works after this, right? So let's build the remote control. So there are some screws here, and it looks like the screws will only be used for the remote control unit. Okay, very simple. So let's, at this point, we can probably test it out. So just 2 batteries for the remote. So on our switch. Okay, and 4 batteries for the car. Can't tell if it's on or off. If it's blinking, it's not pairing, so I assume it's off. Oh, okay, there's a light in here. Okay, and the light stopped blinking. Okay, it's very loud because it's not greased, and that is expected. Okay. Very interesting, right? So I'm not sure if you can see this, but okay, let me see if I can find a way to make it easier for you to see it. Just give me a moment. Okay, I'm back. So what I did is I've placed a yellow sticker on each wheel, right, so that you can see what is going on, right? So if I were to press forward, right, if I press forward, you can see that all 4 wheels is spinning. Okay, if I press backwards, so forward and backwards drives all 4 wheels. Okay, so if I press forward and backwards together, you can see that only the back wheels are spinning. So that is I don't know, spinning the back wheels, I assume, right? So if I hold forward and backwards together, okay, and if I were to press on the right direction, right, I assume that because it's moving very fast, I assume that each wheels are going in the opposite direction, right? So you can see that this wheel is moving this direction, right, moving this direction, and then this wheel is moving this direction. So if you turn right, it goes in opposite direction. Similarly, if you turn left, it goes in a different direction as well, the opposite direction. So this kind of allows it to turn right, so it moves like a tank this way because it turns on the spot. Okay, interesting. It's interesting that it can turn in at such a tight spot though. Okay, it kind of works. Now if we slap on the body very quickly, just to get an idea, right? Body fits really well. Okay, it's funny, interesting, but okay. Alright, so let's decorate the shell and then we'll see how the finished product looks. So this is the sticker sheet. I guess I'll start with, let's see what the instruction says. Okay, we'll start with the front. Again, this is very soft paper. It's very soft sticker paper. It doesn't feel very high quality in particular. It feels like it could tear easily. It's definitely not 3M quality. I don't know, can a kid do this? I'm not sure. I think so, with some help. It's not going to be perfect, that's for sure. Already messing it up already. Right, we got the front. Got the front down. It's not perfect. Yeah, I don't intend it to be. I'm just gonna do this the best I can. I'm not gonna fret over little mistakes. Well, once it's down, I'm kind of afraid to pull it out again because it does feel kind of fragile, and I'm worried that I might tear it if I were to remove it from its place once it's placed down. Again, it's not perfect. Stickers will never be perfect. If I were to do this, if I were to try to do this perfectly on camera, it's gonna take a long time. So which kind of means that I'll probably not do the Papercraft build on camera, because that's gonna take a while, right? And it's gonna be really boring. You guys gonna have to sit and slowly wait for glue to dry, and that's probably not gonna interest too many people. So we'll just do it quickly. But I wonder how many of you kind of find this type of RC thing interesting. I think it's kind of quirky. It's not, anything that I would particularly buy or go for, because this is definitely toy grade. if you have kids, then I think this will be great for them. It will be something that will keep them occupied for a good one afternoon or so, right? Older kids. It's definitely for older kids, not for the younger ones. The instructions are not super kid friendly though, because it's the instructions are kind of made out of line drawings, which is not very clearly illustrated. There's no color to it, so, and it's kind of weird because it's PDF. I wonder why they, why didn't they just put in some colors for more, better visuals and illustration. There's almost no wording to the instructions, and if any of you would like a link to the instructions, please let me know. I can share it with you guys. It looks kind of nice already coming together. I'm just applying this with my hands. Nothing fancy. There's like 1,006 subscribers right now, and I'm not sure how many of you are actually viewing as subscribers. I think 90+% of you are non-subscribers. So I'm really wondering why you stumble upon my channel. I'll be keen to know though. If you want to leave a comment down below, let me know when you stumble upon my channel and what do you find interesting. Maybe I could do more of those. I probably will find this really interesting growing up. I liked these kind of things when I was younger. I don't think during my time there's a lot of this. Maybe there is, but I just feel that these days kids probably have more educational toys like this on the shelves, whereas during my time I don't think so. I'm not sure. That's just from my memory, and I don't get much toys as well growing up, so I'm not sure. If you guys have something like this growing up, maybe you can tell me. Let me know what's the brand as well, like where do you get it from. It's coming together really nice, I think. It's really interesting. This company, again, it looks like it's properly done, like there is some thought process put into this product. The materials are not very nice, to be honest. I think it feels cheap. Maybe that is to bring the cost down. This is not expensive anyway, right? So I think it's a very nice idea. Should this be better quality? Maybe not, right? It's very novelty thing, novelty type toy. Aimed for younger kids, and I'm not sure if they are going to particularly, keep this toy in good shape, or they will particularly, enjoy this and remember it. It feels like something that they would enjoy it for a while and then forget about it. So maybe this kind of quality is good enough. See, the thing is, like, I don't know who these kind of toys are in for, because I think kids these days wouldn't know what initial D is. Again, if you know what this, where this car is from or which anime or cartoon it's from, you're probably in an older age bracket maybe. And if you were younger, probably won't know where this car is from, like why, like what is this car, right? So you probably wouldn't know. That's my guess. If you know what this car is or the significance of this car, you're probably in an older age bracket, and maybe that's the target market, right? So again, like the seller of this, the makers of this toy, is aiming for an older age group. But if you ask me, if you're targeting an older age group, you kind of need to make the quality of this item a bit better for people to, want to desire to keep it or collect it. So I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Alright, I'm done. So the only thing I didn't put on is the handle. I'll probably just paint it on. If you can see it, the sticker is so poor quality, it just disintegrated in my hands while I was trying to peel it off. So it is what it is, and I'm gonna just consider this done. Pretty nice, I would say. Kind of interesting. Looks the part, at least. Again, in hand it kind of feels like a shampoo bottle. Not super great plastics. The stickers are not high quality as well. It feels like it will peel off over time or just degrade over time. It's not any 3M or high quality stickers. So yeah, I guess the last bit would be the remote. So let's see if we can put the remote into the paper housing. So this is again perforated, so you can just peel it out like this. Again, this is not high quality cardboard as well. This feels like paper, just a thick paper with a glossy front, and nothing high quality at all. Doesn't feel high quality at all. Okay, so this is the finished product. It's basically just a box, and then you kind of house the remote in, and then you can kind of open the box just to replace the battery. Looks like this, very simple, does the job, and basically that's it. It doesn't drive super well, it doesn't drive well at all. Not surprising, isn't it, right? So something without steering kind of goes all over the place as expected. The remote is not something fancy, there's no precision control on it, so it's on or off, and that would naturally mean it's not going to do very well in precision control. So I'm just going to share a video on how it runs, and then so you guys can see, you know, what I mean, right? Okay. So there is some lag. So the steering has some input lag, right? So again, sometimes it triggers, sometimes it doesn't. See? So there is some lag, there is no precision to it, so it's very hard to control. As you can see, the driving just now, it's not great. It's all over the place, it's extremely hard to control as expected. And yeah, I think it's just a novelty for the most part, and it kind of shows. Doesn't slide very well, I can't even do donuts with it. There's basically no control. Yeah, I'm trying very hard to control it here. This is all I can do with it, really. I don't know, maybe need more practice or something, but it's really hard to control, and it's nowhere near as easy as it looks. But yeah, it is fun to build. I think it looks kind of nice. It is cheap for the most part, and as a novelty item thingy, I guess it works. For kids to have fun, definitely. I think the kids will kind of enjoy it, but again, it's not something that they would probably look at keeping long term or taking care of it as part of a collection type thing. Very much a novelty. The kid's gonna wear out after a while, and it's probably, you know, done. Couple of hours of fun. We've got a very nice car to keep, and again, you could probably design a different shell on it. Now if it performs a little bit better, I would think that it's something more worth that the kids, you know, or someone would kind of invest more care and time to kind of design the body shell or have different body shells. But the fact that it doesn't drive so well, you know, takes away some points from it. I think it takes away some of the cool aspect of it. If it were to perform a little bit better, maybe there's a lot more play value to this thing. That's just my opinion. I'm not a kid, I'm an adult collector, so maybe my requirements is a little bit higher, but maybe as a kid, you know, they would kind of think that this is fun or this is interesting. So yeah, I think really interesting product. Like I said from the start, never seen this before. I've not seen this anywhere. This is the first time seeing it from China. Nothing outside of China. I've not seen this thing outside of China before, and I wonder if any of you kind of seen it, bought it, and what's your thoughts on it. Right, so this is going to be on display on the shelf. Maybe for the kids to play one day, and that's about it. So thank you guys for watching. I have another product to review very soon, and stay tuned to my next video. Okay, bye.